Hey everyone, we are getting straight into today's video. This is my routine for dewy, glowing winter skin for paler skin tones, which I definitely am at the moment. If you don't know me, my name is Zoe, this is my YouTube channel and you can subscribe if you want to. So my first step is to prep the skin, which is moisturising and all that jazz. So I'm going to use a mixture of two. This is the La Roche-Posay Toleriane. I don't even know how to pronounce this. It's the Ultra Fluid. And after I've applied that, I'm going to use the Botanicals Moroccan Rose Superfood Facial Oil. And over the winter, my skin gets super dry and I also get eczema as well, which you'll see around my eyes. And I definitely need that winter glow. As a little boost, I'm going to spray some Matte Fix Plus. So you can see we're already starting to get that nice glow now. The second step is to prime. So for that I'm going to use the MAC Strobe Cream and I'm using the Gold Light shade. I really like this because it is an illuminator, but it also gives extra hydration as well. And then I'm just going to buff all that in with the Real Techniques buffing brush. And even after that step again, we are definitely starting to shine, which is what I like. For foundation, I'm going to use the Illamasqua Skin Base. I'm going to use the shade 6. I'm hoping that this matches my skin tone because I am so fair at the moment. I'm struggling with foundations. And I'm going to bounce that in with my beauty blender like I usually do. And I want this to melt into all of the moisturisers and the primers that we've applied before, just so they really shine through the foundation as well. I did apply a nice medium to full coverage there, but you can still see all that glow from the products underneath showing through, which is exactly what we want. It looks absolutely stunning. Step 4 is concealer, and I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Concealer because I like the coverage of this. I definitely need to cover up under my eyes because they are looking pretty red. It's also more of a hydrating finish than the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which I do like to use as well. So I'm using the shade Light Neutral. So the concealer that I've used isn't particularly lighter than the shade of my foundation. I'm basically just using this to cover extra areas. So the under eyes definitely need extra coverage and just a little bit on my nose, chin and forehead. The step 5 is setting the foundation in place, and this one for me is a very important step because we've created this really nice glowing base, so we don't want to just pile on the powder because it'll completely mattify it and it'll just be pointless, the steps that we've already taken. So the only places which I am going to set with powder are the very inner corners of my under eyes, so literally just that section. I'm not going to go onto the cheekbones because you can see all that nice glow showing through. I'm going to do a tiny spot on the chin area because during the day that's the only sort of place which wears off on my skin. I'm gonna next go in, I don't know what step this is, maybe 6 or 7. I'm gonna go in with an illuminating bronzer. So this is the Milani Baked Bronzer and this is in the shade Glow. I'm just gonna use this everywhere I would usually apply bronzer because it's gonna add to the glowiness of the skin anyway. I think that is just about enough for me. It's added that little bit of extra colour, a little bit of warmth, but not too much. And because it's illuminating, it hasn't matted down the glow that we've already got. We are definitely going to be shining at the end of this video. For the next step is blush. I've got two. The first one that I want to try and use today is this one. This is the Clarins Illuminating Cheek Colour in the shade 2. If that doesn't work, then I've got Luminoso by Milani, but I haven't worn this one in ages, so I really want to use this. This is an illuminating cheek colour. I think I have just said that. Blend that into the bronzer a little bit. That actually looks really pretty. I always like to add a little bit of blush or bronzer to the top of my nose as well. I'm not sure why, I just think it looks nice. Okay, so now we have got super glowy, super dewy, hydrated, luminous, beautiful winter skin. I'm going to up the ante a little bit and we are going to be extra dewy, extra luminous and extra shining at the end of this video. So I'm going to go in with the Shimmering Skin Perfector from Becca. This is in the shade Pearl. So I'm going to apply this to the high points. And I like to do a little bit on the top of the brow as well. You only need a tiny bit, she says as she applies a full pump to her face. And then I'm going to start by tapping it in with my finger, but then I am going to go in with the Beauty Blender. And this just gives some next level glow. It's absolutely stunning. Even though this is a liquid illuminator, it does apply really nice and blends really nice over powders as well. Even though we've not really used that much powder, I've used this when I have used quite a bit of powder. It blends in beautifully. So if you've got super oily skin, you might absolutely hate this video, so I do apologise. But I've got super dry skin and you would not even be able to tell from my skin right now. And to be super extra AF, I'm going to go in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. And if you've got super pale and fair skin like I have at the moment, this highlighter is going to look absolutely stunning on you. This is my all-time favourite highlighter for when I have skin like this. It looks absolutely beautiful. So this is Soft and Gentle, and this is just going right here, just on the very, very tips of the cheekbones. I'm also going to take that highlighter and just place them right at the tops of the brow bones, because obviously I have already done my eye makeup, but I think it looks really nice if the brow highlight goes into and blends into your cheek highlight as well. And then into the inner corners of the eyes. I'm also going to apply a little bit of lip colour real quick because I feel like they are getting a little bit lost. And I don't actually think I could be shining more than I am right now. So we need to lock all this in place. I'm going to go in again with the MAC Fix Plus Spray. And we are literally going to drench ourselves in this. So now we've got that super dewy, glowing, illuminated skin. And even in my forehead you could probably see your own reflection. So I really hope you liked this dewy, illuminated, glowing winter skin video for pale skin. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!